for me, Mark.
They just turn the ball away. They pick off, now they can turn it back and forth. They just got to put it on the back, make it final person. They get the deacons going and make it, get back on it. They won't set the ball. What are they looking at? Now, they're on their feet.
Let's call the meeting to order. Appreciate everybody being here tonight. Regular city council meeting Thursday, February 19th, 2026. And that sound is loud tonight. 7 p.m. at the Seymour City Hall, 301 North Washington, Seymour, Texas. All notices have been posted in accordance and conformance with the Government Code of the State of Texas, Section 551.072C. The City of Seymour attempts to make its meeting accessible to all citizens. If you have need of any auxiliary aids, please notify the City Secretary at 940-889-3148 at least 48 hours in advance. The agenda is also posted on the city's website, cityofseymour.org, with the following agenda to be considered. We've done our executive session. We're going to open our regular meeting. We've called to order. Let's have a roll call. Councilman Lan Nguyen.
Here.
Council Lady Nancy Townley. Councilman Billy Hendricks. And Councilman Skylar Hendricks is working tonight, doing important things, and we miss him tonight. Let's do our Pledge of Allegiance, and if you remain standing, I'll lead the prayer tonight. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Father, we just come to you tonight with thankful and grateful hearts for everyone gathered here tonight. Lord, I'm thankful for those who are willing to give their time and effort and do what's necessary, Lord, to do the things that are required. Lord, thank you for everyone here tonight and the jobs they do. And Lord, we appreciate them. Lord, look after them, protect them, keep them. Father, go with us as we make decisions and lead, guide, and direct us in everything we do. It's in Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Okay. As far as announcements, Mayor Pro Tem Billy Hendricks, do you have anything this evening? I know there have been some very good things going on this past month or so here in the city. I'm going to let Dr. Brazier go through some of those. I might mention one thing. There's been some mention, various parts of, you just TV, social media, regarding data centers and things like that. There's nothing that I'm aware of that is affecting Seymour or Baylor County at that time. But I've had a couple of people reach out to me, very concerned about it, and I know we all take it very seriously, and there's a lot of things to consider. And I personally am not going to get blindsided by that. We're going to protect our citizens as much as possible and be completely open and transparent, but there's absolutely nothing going on in that department as far as anything that I'm aware of. So that being said, Dr. Brazier, you'd like to recognize some employees?
Yes, sir. I would like to lead off with a rhetorical question, but Council, do y'all know what an amazing team that you guys have working for y'all, serving this community every single day? And I just thought it was just important that I bring this to y'all's attention. So we all knew about the winter storm that we had several weeks ago, and I was just so proud and so inspired by the response of our various departments, and not only the response, but just their preparation. I mean, these guys are professional. They know what they're doing. They spent a tremendous amount of time preparing, thinking through things. But when that storm hit, everyone in our departments was prepared and ready. Now, the electric department did not have to respond, but they were well prepared. And actually, Mr. Joyce was on call for the EMT. He dropped that and to make sure that his team was ready. But I do think that's a reflection of their hard work and dedication in preparing our grid for winter storm and winter ice. So they had no outages, which I think is just amazing considering the conditions that we had. But unfortunately, we did have some water breaks. Of course, I know how bad our streets were. And then our police department themselves were they're serving our community without hesitation, without question. And I think they just did an amazing, amazing job. And because of the hard work, even of our street department, our schools were actually able to open several days or maybe 5 days before probably 99% of the school districts within our area. So there's just so many things that happen. It's just a reflection of their hard work and their dedication. And I think that kind of commitment, that kind of excellence demands respect and demands to be brought to the council's attention so that we can just say, thank y'all so much for what you do for this community. Put your life on the line. I got to mention even John Davis. I think he went about 3 days. I think he slept about 6 hours because our RO plant did have a malfunction. But he had to sit there and run that thing manually so that we can make sure that we had water. And, you know, water usage goes up quite significantly during those times because everybody's dripping their faucets and then the water leaks and all that. But he never, I don't know how many days he went without even leaving the RO plant just to making sure that it stayed functional, operational, and again, making sure that we had water. So every hour he'd go out there and turn the pumps on and off, and he could give you more details of what he had to do. But then I want to mention one more thing too. So I got a call the other day. So there's this contractor and he works for Dollar Generals, I guess, all over the state. And he said, I just want to call and tell you that your water department, Mr. Hoyt and Mr. Hopper, they got called out in the middle of the night because there was an issue. And he said that of all the municipalities that he travels through, he said, I've never seen such a level of professionalism. He said they were there almost immediately. He said they were friendly, they were welcoming, they identified the issue and got it resolved expeditiously. And he said, I just had to call and tell you that I just don't encounter people like Mr. Hoyt and his team, what they do. So again, just what they do every day, and probably half of it we don't even hear about or even know about, and they don't go around bragging, and they don't, you know, carry signs around saying, look at me, look what I did. But when you hear those things, again, I think that communicates a level of excellence that demands y'all's praise and y'all's support. And one more thing, I got to pause, and also, you know, Lauren has done something exceptional, I think also demands recognition. But everybody knows for the last 5 years, we've worked so hard trying to get all of our audits caught up. And it's like we take 3 steps forward and 2 steps back. And so we were right at the finish line, and we had scheduled TML to come in and do spend 3 or 4 days to finish up so we get all this completed. And we're there at the deadline because if we don't get this audit completed, then we know it has a significant impact on our tax rates. It limits our ability to qualify for grants. But anyway, TML dropped the ball and says, well, we're not coming. And so here we are holding this, but Lauren says, I'll take care of it. So Lauren stepped up and has worked unimaginable amount of hours in an area that she's really not qualified for, but she worked aside remotely with a TML representative, and she got all of our accounts and all of our bank reconciliations completed and done, and in a timely manner, and probably more timely than what would happen if we had outsourced it to TML, and sent all that information to our auditor, and we've not heard back from him in several weeks, so we know that or feel confident that he's satisfied. And what is also amazing about that, there's been like anywhere from $100,000 to $300,000 that we really couldn't. I mean, all the money's there, but because there's so many accounts and so many moving parts, we couldn't exactly balance the books. Well, Lauren got it down to I think $10,000 or something like that, which is far better than any of the representatives that we had from TML. So just an extraordinary job, and I think what Lauren's done is just amazing, and also demands some recognition. So thank you, Lauren. Thank you to all of y'all for your sacrifice and for your hard work. And, where would we be without amazing people? Who knows? And we don't want to find out. So that's all I have.
Put our people up against anybody. And let me mention, and I'm going to go ahead and I forgot about this, but just kind of along the same lines. But if y'all remember the gentleman that wanted to put the game room in here that time, you know, I think Bryce did some research. It's like, it don't even look legal, but very nice guy, very polite. He and his wife came to, like, I think 3 meetings. He called me the other day, and he needed advice. I thought, uh-oh, he's going to come at us again or something. But he's being urged to run for mayor of rural Texas, and that or a council position. And he was just discussed some of it. And, but at the end of the conversation, he said, I just enjoyed going. Now we didn't give him what he wanted, but he said, I really enjoyed going to the meetings. I liked how the meetings were run. And he said, I particularly like when y'all talked about tearing down houses, and said, how do you do that? Because I live in rural and we got a lot of that over here. And I said, well, I gave him some contact information, people that do, start that for us in Lubbock. And I said, number one, you got to start. And I said, it's amazing. You can make a difference. So anyway, I think he was just trying to say that he appreciated what he saw here. And so when I hear that, I should pass that along more than I do. But anyway, okay. Thank you, Dr. Brazier. Thank you, everyone that's here. We're at the citizens' comments. Any citizen comments? Okay. Presentations. We don't really have a formal presentation right now. What about city administrator reports?
I'll keep this short, but we are still in search of a front desk clerk. We know that Miss Hans, her days are before she exits is fast approaching, but Lauren's been working hard. She's done quite a few interviews. She's just not settled on a candidate quite yet. So we're still working hard there. And far as the Salt Fork and membership, things are really going well. I'm really proud of Sean and all the hard work that they're doing. They almost have 100% of our sprinkler systems online. And so we've already started moving forward with getting it automated as requested by the council. So I'm confident within the next 30 days, depending on when we can get Robertson Electric to get everything set up in the pump house, we may be fully automated within the next 30 to 45 days. So I think that is a huge accomplishment. We still have 111 members out there. Just again, I've got to brag on our police department. I think they've given 35 citations and 59 warnings. So they're really out patrolling and doing proactive policing to keep us all safe. So again, we commend our police department and all their hard work. Financially, the city's performing well. I think for the year up through January, we're about $325,901 in the black. This past month, I think we were $278,000 in the black. So again, we're performing well financially. So we're in a good position. We'll continue to monitor that, ensure that we're moving forward. I want to remind the city council of our staff lunch coming up at noon on March 6th. We're going to have some fish fry, and we're seeing about trying to get some chicken too if you don't like fish. But it'd be wonderful to have our council members there, again, showing support to our staff and letting them know how much we appreciate them and what they do for our city on a day-to-day basis. Lauren, anything on dilapidated properties?
We have 3 properties with TCG. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. The 3 properties with TCG that have been moved into action. And so I believe, did you tear down Northeast, 801 Northeast? So it's on the ground. 215 McLean, West McLean, has had a lot of work done to it, so it can be torn down. The other one is on Tackett. Those are on your report. Other than that, we haven't added any additional structures, but we have structures coming down currently.
I might mention, going back to the police department again, you might kind of keep an eye on the building, the structure down there. They've completed the roofing down there. They're look like they're just about complete with the gutters and the trim on the top and stuff. And I think in the budget, we had budgeted some money to have that building painted. And so Dr. Brazier we're going to put an ad in the paper. Is that correct? In the banner for the local folks. And you've reached out to some local folks. So keep an eye on that building. It's going to really change and look really good pretty soon. All right. Is that it?
Yes, sir.
On the city administrator report. Okay. Public hearings. That's consent agenda. Is there something on there we need to talk about? Is it the approval of the OCSC model resolution 1600? I don't know what that is.
The recommendation is that someone requests to remove that from consent agenda and place it into action items. And I just need a request, and then you can approve the consent agenda without item 6.
Or you could just tell them about it and they could just do all
It has to have a yays and nays for it. So we've got to pull it out to do it.
Okay, we're going to address this at a later?
No, you'll just move it into action items.
So what she's saying is someone needs to make the motion to move this out of consent and put that as a regular agenda item so that y'all can vote on that separately.
Okay, tonight. Okay. Would someone want, that's number 6 in the consent agenda, to take it out of the consent agenda and put it in the action item?
So I would move that we take agenda item.
Microphone.
I would move that we take agenda item 6 out of the consent agenda into the formal action agenda. That would be regarding PG 4344.
All right, we have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, we have a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, the same. And it goes to action items. Okay, we need a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll make a motion, we approve the consent agenda.
Okay, we have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, the same. So the consent agenda is approved. Action items. 8, discuss, consider, and take action concerning Resolution 1601, authorizing submission of an application to the Texas Department of Agriculture for the 2026 Texas Community Development Block Grant Downtown Revitalization Program, and authorizing the designation of a downtown district area. I guess that's to define what that area is. Does Ms. Bush want to talk about this, or how will that be designated? Will there be discussion, or?
It's just for the grant. So the grant requires boundaries so that we know where the money can be spent. And so that's what the resolution authorizes the submission of the application, and it authorizes the map that goes with the.
Okay, who draws that map up?
Dr. Brazier, and with the, what do you call that? Help of the grant company.
Oh, okay.
Looked
Okay.
at that to see what would be the most beneficial to the community
Gotcha.
for those funds.
We need as much as possible on there, I would think. Okay. All right, we have
So you're making a motion to approve Resolution 1601. I would say, I would just start there and read the whole thing, because the state of Texas has gotten where they want these motions very specific. So include all of that in your motion.
okay, that we're on number 8. Does someone want to make a motion regarding action item number 8?
So I would move that we approve Resolution 1601, authorizing the submission of an application to the Texas Department of Agriculture for the 2026 Community Block Development Grant Downtown Revitalization Program, and authorizing the designation of a downtown district area.
Okay, we have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, same sign. It passes. Number 9, discuss, consider, and take action to go out for bids on a new back trailer. Dr. Brazier, you want to discuss that or talk to us about that?
Yes,
a
and
little
also have my supervisors here that can add to that as well. But how this started, the mayor has really asked us to be more aggressive on replacing posts of our electrical infrastructure. And so Mr. Joyce and his team are always working hard in order to do that, but they've run into a few situations where they get into a bind and they need the back trailer, but then Chase and his team are fixing a leak, and it's not always convenient for them just to drop and go help. And of course, keep in mind that our current back trailer is getting older. I think it's about 7, 8, 9 years old. I think Chase and them's put a lot of money into it, but they keep it going. And I do think it's important that we always keep in mind about replacing some of the very important equipment that we have that we lean on every single day. So what we thought we could do is maybe buy an additional vac trailer as a backup for the water, but also that the electric department can use so they can be more aggressive on replacing poles and doing what they need to do on a day-to-day basis. So what we're asking y'all tonight is not to buy a vac trailer, is maybe allow us to go out for bids and see what the price would be. And then we can bring that to y'all and some possible funding options so that y'all can then make a decision on if y'all want to do that or not. But also Chase is here, Mr. Joyce is here. They can kind of let y'all know kind of what they're thinking as well. So Chase, you and John may want to come up and talk about maybe the benefits of having additional vac trailer and what our status for our current vac trailer is.
Yeah, there you go. Or hold it if you want to, or whatever would be easier for y'all. Yeah.
I don't think we, I mean, I think this vac trailer is more for the electric department than the water department. I mean, the way it was phrased, I think electric department is like the primary, like, department that's going to have, possession of the trailer. Me and John just talked about it one day. Like it would be nice to have two, because like Jeff said, we're always using that vac trailer like every day. If you drive through town, you'll see us using it somewhere. And so yes, we use it all the time. I can't imagine how many hours are on that thing. We haven't had to do a ton of repairs to it. Luckily, the vac trailer that we have is almost everything can be replaced fairly easily and quickly on this specific type of trailer. So I did talk to the company that sold us the original one. The one that we currently have is listed at like $45,900. It's kind of I think that would be a ballpark figure for the size of that vac trailer. Electric department doesn't need that big of a vac trailer. He did test out our trailer today with his 3/4 ton. Seemed like it pulled well to me. Didn't seem like an issue. But I lost a train of thought.
Our truck, although it can handle it, it is an older truck, so I just want y'all to be aware of that. It's a good sized trailer, so got no problem pulling it around, but I don't want to put too much wear and tear on the vehicles either. I'd hate 3 months down the road me like us having this nice vac trailer and then I'm like, I can't use it, or I got to pull a bucket truck out of the line so I can pull it and get it in place. That's going to be, so we're not stuck on one size. I don't want to go too small because like you said, it is technically more for our department and I would appreciate it if y'all could help us. But if in a bind, God forbid, we'd be more than willing and happy to help out the water. They've, whenever we've asked them to come help us, replace a pole, wallow out the hole, whatever, they've been there, and I'd give them the same respect.
I spoke briefly with Jeff a little bit when this came up the other day, and this is something I've kind of learned. When you're replacing a pole, how would that come into play? I mean,
There's a lot of different issues when you're replacing a pole. Why you need a vac trailer? So I've been trying to get this alley done, and that all these alleys, a lot of them, people got fences. Well, our auger, it can't. It sticks out another few feet past where we need the hole, and we can only position it so well. And I can't be crushing people's fences. Then you got the underground issue. Like I try to find stuff where I don't have to bother them either. And I got this nice pole not too far from your place, actually on Park Street, and it's a light pole, nice open area. So I thought, you got a gas line 2 feet from it, communication right next to it. I mean, of course, I can't put my auger in the ground. So
it's far more safer using
way safer. And there's other benefits, like sometimes these poles are old and up on the hill, there was a couple of poles, man. I couldn't get them out of the ground. So luckily they were able to kind of wallow out around it, and
Yes.
it made pulling it out of the ground a lot easier and safer for everybody.
That 3/4 ton truck that you're using, is it getting close to needing to be?
I mean, I'm the type of guy that'll drive something till the wheels fall off. I'll be honest. So,
Yeah, I got
but
you.
that doesn't necessarily mean it's the best attitude situation for the city. So
So are you-
that's just something we could discuss further on. This is just.
So are
starting
you
off.
thinking about keeping the same brand of trailer, get the same brand?
I just mentioned it because that was just the only company I knew to call because it was on the side of the trailer.
So
But
there's no-
obviously, if they went out for bids, we could see other trailers. This just seemed like a really good company, and they always answer
Yeah.
when I have an issue with my trailer.
So did
Nice.
there's nobody locally that can provide that for
They're
you?
not super far away. I think they're in Oklahoma, but I'm sure somebody sells one around here. And I think we bought ours locally, but we bought it locally, but it was through a dealership. And I found out the other day, I think we paid like way too much money for this trailer because we bought it through a dealership instead of from the supplier. And
Yeah.
she said, we do sell them straight to you. So, I mean,
That's good to know.
yeah,
How old is this, the one we have now? We were trying to remember.
I've been here 5 years and it was here when I got here. I think it's like a 2018 model, I think. But she said they haven't really changed them at all.
Oh, yeah, Robert. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, when Robert
Robert,
Torres
yeah.
was here. Okay, well, maybe it's older than I thought it was. I kind of remember when that was purchased.
It's a good, yeah, still running good.
Yeah.
I'm reusing it today. Back now.
I see you pulling it a lot. I
Yeah.
mean, it's very,
It's heavy.
Do you have a place to park it like you got yours?
Right now, to park the new one,
Yes, sir.
I don't.
So we've got a place, sorry, we do have a place in the summer at our shop. And if, down the line, we build something more insulated, we can. But Ronnie, I've already discussed it with him, and they're in their back bay. He said for the next couple of years, whatever, until we get something on our end, we could use that bay for the winter time to keep it
Okay,
from
that's what I was
freezing up.
asking.
any more questions? I thought I had one, but it escaped me. I noticed the fence is going up behind the water. It looks really good. I know it's rough right now, but I think it's going to be really, really good.
Yeah, we're excited about having some security, and I do need to talk to you about a light bulb, but it's pretty dark over there.
Yeah.
Once I drove by the other night, and I was like, man, it's pretty dark. So
Well, I think I don't, hear from the people in the neighborhood, but I think it will kind of blend your whole operation into the neighborhood, and not that it's obtrusive now, but I think it'll just
yeah, it looks good.
looks good. Anything else? I appreciate both y'all. You have no idea. I really do.
I did want to say I think it would be awesome to have a backup
Okay.
in case that ever went down. 'Cause-
And theirs did go down a few weeks ago, and they had to borrow one from Baylor. And
well, that was a trash pump. It's a different.
different.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They do
Okay.
have one though,
Yeah.
but it's really small.
But if they ever had a major leak and it went down, they would have some problems
Yeah.
probably. So
It's just when we're using trash pumps on a leak, we can use the vac trailer to get underneath the pipe where the trash pump can't reach there, right? It cavitate, and so it's really nice to be able to get underneath the pipe and make a quick fix because you only got about 800 gallons to go. We've gotten pretty good at it, but yes, having a vac trailer is awesome, and having a backup would be, it would be worth its weight for sure. So.
All right. Hey, thank you very much. So
And I
this
just want
was
to remind y'all, we're not asking for any commitment tonight financially. We're just was respectfully asking maybe we go out for bids to see if there's something y'all might consider at the next council meeting.
okay. What about money? Do we have money?
I believe that we have money, but we need to verify that.
Yes.
And if not, then we would have to seek another alternate funding source for y'all to consider.
Okay. All right. Number 9, do we have a motion to go out for bids on a new vac trailer?
I'll make a motion, we go out for bids for a new vac trailer.
Okay, we have a motion. Do we have a second? I'll second. We have a second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed, the same. And it passes. Number 10, to discuss, consider, and take action concerning my EDO's proposal of a workshop prior to engaging into a strategic plan agreement. This involves economic development, interviewing or having someone make a presentation as to what they would offer, I suppose.
So my EDO is run by Justin Jaworski. I have known him professionally over 10 years as an economic development director of in several different capacities. He came in and spoke with us. We asked him some professional opinions on property we owned, moving forward, et cetera. I think the best way for us to approach and utilize his skill set is to enter into a strategic plan agreement where he helps us build this plan that we can then implement ourselves. The scope of work and the contract, I believe it's the contract that's included in there, is all draft. And honestly, he would much rather prefer to come in and have a workshop with y'all, and so that he can better understand what your goals are too before he told you what that was going to cost. He would request to be compensated for his travel in during the workshop, which I think would be under $400 if we did it during lunch. He lives in Clyde,
I think,
yes. And so it's an hour and a half drive. Anyhow, so I think that it's smart. I think it's a smart step that won't cost us a ton of money, but I think in the long run, your return of investment is going to be high if we create a plan that is actionable by us. And us will include everyone, because the strategic plan kind of groundwork that I sent him includes residential, commercial, economic development, the whole deal, as rural communities in Texas are looking to grow with these AI and data centers and stuff. They're going around us, not necessarily in us. It would behoove us to be prepared for residential growth instead of being reactionary. So that would be my suggestion, is let's come up with a workshop day that we can do during lunch, maybe a 2-hour lunch. And that way he just has a good feel of what the council would like to see as far as a strategic plan. And then if y'all feel comfortable with him and like what he proposes, then we could consider entering into an agreement and build that strategic plan out.
Would this be considered kind of an interview, us interviewing him? Do we need to post this anywhere? I mean, if
Yes, it would be posted because you would have, I'm assuming you would have a quorum.
well, yeah. I mean, as far as before we select some
So we did RFQs, qualifications, RFQs for an economic development professional already, and that he was the only one that responded.
Okay. We did put that out there.
We did put that out there.
Okay. All right. Well, it's we haven't done a lot on economic development, I would say recently or in the last couple of years, other than what Lauren's been able to do. If we want to consider doing a workshop and looking at it as kind of an interview and expressing to him what the council's views are on their vision or their view of what they'd like to see in that area. Dr. Brazier, do you want to say something?
Yeah, and one thing he really emphasized, which I agree, I think this is why we're putting this on the agenda, is that our council really needs to be educated on all this process and on these systems. And y'all need to be fully engaged, and y'all need to be committed, because this is not going to work if our council's not committed and doesn't have a certain level of understanding of all this that's going on. So it's going to be a big commitment on all of us, but we're investing in the future of our community. And I feel like that if we're in a sense, we're dying, economically. And so I think we just got to be more progressive. And I think as a city and as a council, we have to be proactive and or we're going to be in really bad shape another 10 or 15, 20 years.
Well, for $400, possibly, at least we'd get an idea of what, we gotta ask some questions, it's not just pie in the sky kind of thing, and can we expect to see some results and which is the bottom line anyway. Is there a motion on this to consider doing this?
I would make a motion to arrange a workshop regarding strategic planning with my EDO organization.
Okay, we have a motion. Number 10, do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same sign. It passes. So Lauren, you'll reach out to him and then maybe reach back out to the council and see what their schedules are that'll work. I don't think it hurts to talk. Number 11, proclaim April as Fair Housing Month. I proclaim April as fair. No, we don't do it that way, do we? Okay, well,
But just again, emphasizing it's just not something that we do. It's important to, promote fair housing practices within our community, educate residents about their housing rights and responsibilities, and just showing that the council supports, again, the principles of which the Fair Housing Act represents.
well, it's kind of I'm old enough to remember where it was a different era, and where you could run into some things that were not very fair. Should I read this? Okay. City of Seymour, it's a proclamation, Fair Housing month of April. Whereas the City of Seymour is committed to ensuring equal access to housing opportunities for all residents, regardless of race, color, religion, sex, national origin, familial status, or disability. And whereas April marks the month of the passage of the Fair Housing Act of 1968, which affirms the right of every individual to obtain housing free from discrimination, whereas fair housing is a vital component of strong, inclusive communities contributing to economic growth, neighborhood stability, and the overall quality of life for all citizens. And whereas the City of Seymour supports the enforcement of federal and state fair housing laws and encourages education and outreach to prevent housing discrimination. And whereas recognizing Fair Housing Month provides an opportunity to reaffirm our commitment to fair housing principles and to promote awareness of the rights and responsibilities of both tenants and property owners. Now, therefore, I, Mark McCord, Mayor of the City of Seymour, Texas, do hereby proclaim April as Fair Housing Month in the City of Seymour and urge all citizens, landlords, property managers, lenders, and real estate professionals to support and promote fair housing practices and to work together to eliminate housing discrimination in our community. In witness hereof, I will set my hand and cause the seal of the City of Seymour to be affixed this 19th day of February 2026. Okay, that's no downside to that. Okay. Number 12, discuss, consider, and take action ordinance 2026-01 to cancel the May 2025 general election due to unopposed candidates. That's pretty self-explanatory.
Yes, and I'm happy to report that we are canceling all elections. The school is also unopposed candidates, and so is the hospital. So there will be no local election May 2nd in Seymour.
Are you happy about that?
At this time, because special election packets their due date is March the 2nd. So we could have a special called election, but at this time, all general elections are being canceled.
Okay. General elections assuming we do this, why we wouldn't. Is there a motion to cancel the May 2025 general election due to unopposed candidates? General election. Yes, sir.
Mayor, make a motion, we accept the cancellation of the May election with ordinance 2026-10.
Okay, we have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, it's 3-0. Any opposed? Clearly not. Number 13. Wow, what time is it? Discuss, consider, and take action regarding action concerning a bonus for the city secretary pertaining to audit work. Is there, do you want to speak on this, Dr. Brazier, or do we?
No, I think that I've made myself clear, so it's really up to the council on what direction y'all want to go.
Okay. We need to, can we act on this right now?
Yes, I would hope so, yes.
Okay. All right. Ms. Bush has done a lot of outstanding things on our audit outside of her regular duties. And I think we're aware of that, but is there a motion on number 13? And I guess an amount, as far as that's concerned. Beg your pardon? Oh, yes. Yes. Somebody want this? All right. Thank you, Nancy. I need an assistant.
The city council approve a one-time salary supplement for the city secretary in recognition of additional duties to be performed beyond the normal scope of her position, including the completion and preparation of the 2026 audit in the amount of $1,000.
We have a motion from Ms. Townley. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay. Mr. Hendricks makes that second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed, the same. Okay, it passes. Action regarding executive session.
Oh, we gotta go that OSC. We gotta go back up to that OSC.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Billy. Okay, we moved OCSC Model Resolution 1600 to action items. Okay, what do we need on that? A motion?
Mayor, make a motion, we approve the OCSC model resolution 1600.
Okay, we've got a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, the same. And thank you for the reminder that that was an action item. So it passes. Action regarding executive session. Number 14, discuss, consider, and take action regarding purchase, exchange, lease, or value of real estate. Do we have a motion on this? To move forward as per closed session, or executive session? Yes, correct. That's my understanding.
Mayor, make a motion that we go forth with the exchange, lease, and value of real estate that we discussed in executive session.
Okay,
Second.
we have a motion. We have a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
It's 3-0. I don't believe there's any action regarding consultation with attorneys regarding special utility district Bank River water. And I believe that's it that I recall. Any more discussion on any items, or is there a motion to adjourn?
Mayor, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Okay, any discussion on that? No. There's a second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Okay, we are adjourned.
RPC meeting and help the mayor down.
Thank you. Sounds like you did, y'all know what